Konnichiwa, y'all, and welcome to the Mr. Maple Show. I'm Matt. We're here at a bonsai exhibit, so I had to bring the bonsai homie.
What's up, guys? Core Bonsai here, man. We're here to check out the Pacific Bonsai Museum. There's going to be some amazing stuff going on here. Awesome maples, awesome conifers, and I'm ready to see some old specimens.
Yeah, there's some incredible plants here. We may be doing 2 tours. We might take you through the rhododendron garden a little bit. I think first thing me and Corbin are going to do is go check out some bonsai. They call this the Pacific Rim Bonsai Collection. I first came here 2009. I'm excited to see how some of these plants have grown since I've been here last. And we're really excited to be sharing this with you guys on the Mr. Maple Show. So if you hadn't already, smash that like button, y'all. We're about to get into it with some incredible bonsai here on the Mr. Maple Show.
Yeah, guys, let's come on back.
Let's do it, man. Let's see what we got. How's Frank doing?
Good.
All right, man. I'm seeing the sign that says "This way to bonsai."
Oh, yeah.
You getting excited, man?
Oh, of course, man. Bonsais are amazing. This is going to be an awesome garden tour, and I'm excited to see some bonsais, man.
I know some very special ones that are in here. There are a few that I've seen colored blue before. So you may see one of those maples that we joke about in our video about blue Japanese maples. I know there's specifically one in here that is always tinted blue. And I'll show you the exact tree we're talking about. It ain't blue, y'all. It's a beautiful trident maple, but you'll see it in its full glory the way it's supposed to be.
Yeah, I'm ready to check these out, man. Wow. Look at that dead wood on that.
Oh my gosh.
Man.
We're here with the Chinese juniper, guys. Man.
You can see junipers are known for being able to do that dead wood on there. I think that's called gin. And I mean, beautiful white bleached wood, just accentuated by the beautiful green colors you see on the top. I mean, awesome structuring and levels on this bonsai. I mean, that must have taken 80 years or something like that. Oh my gosh, I don't even know.
1951. Whew.
Holy cow, that's a beautiful bonsai, man. I was about spot on with that.
Right, right.
70 years,
close,
man.
Ah, that white in there, the bleaching, pretty awesome. Oh man, there's some real treasures in here.
I love to see the bonsai with fruit on them. I mean, they look amazing. It's the pots are so nice too.
Yeah, circa 1955 on this one, from Taiwan, where the country of origin is. It says it's a fire horn. Interesting.
Yeah, I've never seen that. That's the beauty about bonsai is it really just means putting a tree in a pot. You really can do it with any kind of medium, and it really is just an artistic expression of horticulture, man.
Oh man, let's keep rolling through here, y'all. Oh man, there's so many cool plants, guys. Check these out. Scroll through here a little bit. I love the presentation here at the Pacific Rim Bonsai Collection. I mean, the everything about this, it's kind of minimalist in the backdrop, but it really adds something to what you're seeing. As you go through here, there's so much color that the plants bring, that the plants are the showcase.
Oh, no kidding, man. It's all about the trees here. And I mean, you can see this one has a little bit of an accompaniment plant at the bottom of it. And I mean, that thing looks awesome. You'd see the root structure of that a little bit. And
yeah, this is a coastal redwood, y'all. And you can see how this is mimicking some of the larger coastal redwoods. Definitely what you see going on a larger scale.
So yeah, man, this place is pretty awesome. Surrounded by beautiful conifers all around you.
And the whole place is beautiful. Now you're speaking my language. We're getting a few more conifers here. Another Chinese juniper here.
Uh-oh. I think I see a Bajarian.
I know, y'all. Now, that's like I said, you're speaking my language in this room. Love how it's set up almost as different rooms. We've got a shore pine over here. Pinus contorta, variety contorta. This one is circa 1957, y'all. Oh my gosh. Get in here and look at this rock over the root bonsai. So you got the root over the rock style here. This is a trident maple. And again, this one has been in training since 1950, y'all. Oh my gosh, get in here and check this out. A little bit of fall color going on. Incredible looking plant. And here we got a little mini forest style going on.
Yeah, man, the forests are amazing. That's really setting up a composition of trees. You really are creating a landscape. You're creating a forest. It's all about the composition. Most of the time you use the same tree. You use an odd number of trees. And yeah, I mean, just a different amount of specimens in there. It's so amazing. It really does capture that forest look. I love all the little hardscaping at the bottom. Like I said, bonsai is all about artistic expression and horticulture coming together. You know, my homie Jordan, he's always saying horticulture is the only science that is also an art form.
I get it, man. That's poetic. I like that. Each little room sets up a whole new feel. You could spend hours in each of these. Here we go into another section here, guys, and there's no disappointment here. We've got some Satsuki azaleas. You know, we often offer Satsuki azaleas on Mr. Maple. We talk about them being great for bonsai. Well, this one's not in bloom, but you can see structurally how a Satsuki azalea, I mean, it's one of the perfect platforms for a bonsai. This one is actually a Kenzai, that's a rhododendron indicum, perfect plant for using as a bonsai.
And on this one, you see that beautiful root structure, all those roots going to the outside of the pot. I mean, the beautiful nabari on that thing. I mean, you can tell a lot of love was put into that one. And
oh my gosh, this one's a bonsai since 1910.
Oh yeah, man, you can tell. It shows its age.
Oh my gosh.
That thing is beautiful. I love the tiny little leaves on there. And,
all right, you got to check out the pot on this juniper over here. This is nuts. The pot is part of the art in this for sure. Another beautiful bonsai. This one has been in training since 1962. Oh my gosh, guys, get in there and check out. It's got some of that bleached out bark to it going on as well. Hanging down below the container. Just incredible. I think one of my favorite things about this entire collection is just the age on it. I love reading how long it's been in training since. And dude, this says this one's been in training since 1940. That is just insane.
Yeah, it's amazing. You see the beautiful structure on this.
I mean, it really is generational art. Like, I mean, you're starting an art piece that you're never going to finish. It's going to have to be continued on and maintained for many generations to come.
Oh yeah, of course, man. You can see how much work was put into the structure of this tree. How many times it bends back and forth. I mean, I'm sure whenever they were doing this, wiring was kind of just starting out. You know, wiring is a relatively new technique to bonsai, which a lot of people start out wiring now, but I mean, this thing could have been cut back with manipulative pruning to get that beautiful S shape in there. I mean, it twists and turns. This thing's awesome.
I'm no bonsai expert, but I have an appreciation for the art form. People always ask me, like, hey, as the owner of Mr. Maple, do you have a lot of great bonsai? And I'm like, I got to keep up with a lot of trees. So the attention it takes for one tree is hard, but man, I'm getting fired up. I get inspired in this kind of place. I know you're probably getting inspired. There's some incredible looking plants here.
Oh yeah, it's beautiful, man. And I'm just excited to keep walking through here.
Dude, let's go see the next room. Every little room's got something special in it. I love the minimalist approach here. I love how you kind of, all you can focus on is the plant. The plant is everything, and that's the art form.
Yeah, of course, man. That's going to be amazing. Oh, man. Even some of the plants in here that aren't bonsai are beautiful.
Oh, man, guys. Get in here and check this out. Yeah, obviously, juniper's always a staple. Another completely different style juniper here. And this one has been in since 1957, y'all.
And you can see that one doesn't have a pot. That's on top of a nice slate of rocks. I love that blue. This one and the moss on the bottom. It's all kind of beautiful and working together in an art piece. Like I said, you can't state that enough. Bonsai is an art form. I mean, just look at all the other plants that accompany this one as well.
Right.
I mean, that blue mixed with this yellow right here.
Guys, check out this Lyrics. Lyrics are crazy. Now, don't fret when you see this thing going into fall color. They are a deciduous conifer. They're going to drop leaves. It's a larch. This one has been a bonsai since 1972. Ah, man, that's just sick, isn't it? Isn't that sick?
It is, man. I love the yellow, and I mean, it contrasts beautifully with both of these blue trees right here.
I got a blue atlas cedar over here, circa 1969.
Wow, man. That thing is awesome. I love the layers on that.
Mm-hmm.
Really does look like that cloud kind of pruning shape. And I mean, holy cow.
What do we got over here? Looks like some more, maybe junipers. Let's get up here and see.
Yeah.
Looks like this one is a Sierra juniper, and that one's only been around since 2011. So as far as this collection goes, that's pretty new.
Yeah, definitely. You can tell this one started out as a full-size tree.
Oh man, look at that.
it was collected, and they kind of chopped that down, kept a lot of that dead wood, and then really start to focus on one or two of the branches and pull that over so that beautiful living tree grows over the dead wood.
Wow, another juniper here. This one's circa 1975. It's a western juniper, so occidentalis. Kind of got a little bit more of that needle up kind of look for a juniper. I mean, all the, not really needle, but all the foliage just kind of got that upward protrusion to it, a little bit longer. Just gives it a whole different feel to it.
Yeah, man, it is crazy to see just how many different species you can do bonsai with. And I mean,
ooh, I see one of my favorites. We'll hold off on that. I see that big boy over there I like to talk about. All right, let's get in this little room in here. Man, more junipers. And as you know, junipers are awesome for bonsai. This is another Sierra juniper. Man, this one's 1988, so almost older than Tim. He's got you by a little bit on this one, but close to Tim. He's 87, so.
I mean, look at that wood too.
Golly.
You can tell that wood's been sculpted and carved. That's a lot of the big part of doing the bonsai, is actually going in there, scraping the dead wood, carving it to make it look as natural as possible. I know sometimes they burn things.
Mm-hmm.
They'll take hard tools to it and sculpt it just the way that it looks to get that beautiful thing. And they lock it in with some chemicals that whiten it up. I mean, holy cow. After all this, and that takes many, many years, and you can really see just how much work has gone into that thing.
We're here on a perfect day to see this place too. I love when it's a little overcast. And this is what I think of the Pacific Northwest. It's a little rainy, it might drizzle, but you got that nice kind of cloud overcast, cool. Oh, it's just beautiful. Now this one right here is a Rocky Mountain juniper. This one is been in training circa 1964. There's some old ones in this collection, man. I mean, incredible plants. Now, classic Japanese white pine right here, y'all. We're getting into some pines. Training date since unknown, but I would venture to say this one's been around a second with that kind of nabari and that kind of thickness of caliper. That is a thing of beauty right there. And look at the meticulous training on this one.
Yeah, the white pines make some of the best bonsais I've seen. They're just beautiful, and holy cow.
All right, guys, I'm running past you. We're doing a loop-de-loop. I'm spinning around the camera because I'm taking you over to my favorite tree in this collection. This is this bad boy right here. You often see photoshopped completely blue. Now this, I'm a big guy. Check out the size of this plant. This is a trident maple. And you'll see this exact tree, photoshopped baby blue, metallic blue. I often talk about, hey, there's a tree at the Pacific Rim Bonsai Collection that I took a picture of and it gets ripped off a lot on the internet. Hey guys, this is that tree. This is that tree. It's looked the same since I visited here in 2009, maybe slightly larger. Got that large kind of canopy going on this thing. Trident maple's so awesome for bonsai, and you can see why. That small foliage, that exfoliating bark look to it. But hey, we got it here on camera, guys. This thing ain't blue. Myth busted. Not a blue Japanese maple. Don't buy the fake seeds when you see this one.
Oh yeah, and over here, man, we got some awesome pots going on. This is a Frankenpine, Japanese black pine, it says.
Oh, that's sick, man. It's got like nails in it.
Yeah, man, you can tell this thing is looking crazy.
The Frankenpine. Now, this one's been in training since 2015, and as you guys know, Japanese black pine, always a staple for the bonsai community.
Yeah, man, it's an amazing tree, and I love the foliage. Definitely gives us some nice contrast to even your white pines, your red pines. And I mean, we got a ginkgo. It looks like it's a little, dropped a couple of its leaves.
This thing's sick, so still hanging on to a little bit over here. This is a 1970. Circa 1970 on this one. Ginkgo biloba, of course. A little bit of that older bark showing through. Really nice plant, man. It contrasts so well. You get the trident maple in here, the Japanese black pine, and the ginkgo. I mean, they really just all play off each other. The ginkgo's almost done. All different levels of drying out when you got bonsai. Trident maple just a little before peak fall color. Man, it's hard to beat the black pine bark, though. I mean, that's really what makes those so crazy in the bonsai. They get that old look to them.
Yeah,
looks incredible.
I love how this one has all the nails sticking out of it. It just shows you how resilient bonsai trees are, how crazy and how creative you can get with it. I mean, I think that's a piece of sheet metal hanging out of that thing.
Pretty non-traditional way of doing this with the nails jammed in there too, but I'm not gonna lie, I kind of dig the craziness of this one.
No kidding, man. That's beautiful.
Pretty sick.
I think there's some more crazy stuff.
All right, let's keep it going, y'all. The tour don't stop there.
Oh, wait, I guess we gotta head on through that way.
I think the last two are over here.
Alrighty.
Ooh, ooh, ooh.
Little sneak peek back there.
All right. Guys, come on in here. There's a couple more junipers I want to show you. This is a California juniper over here. This specific piece is 1981, so we share a birthday together, and it's turning 42 here this year. Awesome looking plant. I gotta say, it aged pretty well.
No kidding, man. Both y'all did, man.
I don't know about that one.
But yeah, that's the beauty of it. I mean, you can be handing a bonsai to your kids. Just make sure to train them up well. You don't want to see a 40-year-old plant go to crap, but I mean, holy cow.
This one right here, 1959. This one is a Juniperus formosana. Man, beautiful, beautiful. This one has all that white going on as well. I don't know what you call that, but it's like that bone structure going on.
Yeah, no kidding.
I'm no bonsai expert, guys. I just tell you how much I love them. I'm not like the art curator, but I can walk up to you and tell you how it makes me feel. This kind of stuff gets me pretty excited.
No kidding, man.
Let's see what else we got around here.
Oh, we got some pines. Oh, look at that.
Ooh, a little forest going on.
Yeah, man. Love the clump bonsai.
What we got over here, Corbin?
I think we got an Acer palmatum. This is a beautiful structure. You see all those, almost a mix of clump bonsai and forest. I mean, that is such a tight forest. They got so many trees in there.
The maintenance to keep that happy. I mean, we're looking at one 1970, y'all.
But yeah, starting to get a little bit of fall color. I love how that stuff in the back has already started to turn fall color. And as you move forward through the piece, you see some beautiful green. And I mean, it's just highlighted by reds, oranges, and yellows in the back. I mean, holy cow.
We got a shore pine over here that's looking pretty, shore is looking good, I'll tell you that. This is a Pinus contorta, and man, this one's pretty sick. This one is circa 1980.
No kidding. That one has some awesome structure to it. It's just zigzagging back and forth. Almost looks like a roller coaster, man.
So much movement going on in there.
No kidding. Your eyes just follow these things up and down the trees. I just love how meticulous. You can see all those little pom-poms of needles. They've all been pointed upwards. You can just tell how much love and time was put into these things. And I think you can really see the people who worked on these trees inside of it, man.
What a cool piece of art. All right, there's a few more places. We're not done yet. We're close, but let's take you a few more things. Oh!
When I hear Matt make that noise, I know
all right,
there's
for all
a
you
maple
haters
around the
that say
corner.
lace leaves can't be bonsai, I got you one right here. Because every time I go to a great bonsai collection, people are like, you can't turn a lace leaf into a bonsai. Every time I go to a great bonsai collection, I see a dope dissectum as a bonsai. And guys, we've got one right here. This thing is nice.
Like I said, man, you can turn anything into a bonsai. That's the beauty of it. You can make it out. I've seen thyme bonsais, you know, the herbs. So it's just like.
Well, you can never do a grafted tree as a bonsai. Boom.
No
Amazing
kidding,
cultivar here. I'm going to guess an ornatum style from the fall color. Doesn't have the breakdown here in front of us, but certainly that fall color, a little more reminiscent of something like an ornatum. Actually, a little higher grafted. They got a little play in the graft before they put it up there. Guys, this thing is sick. And look at the shape on that bad boy.
No kidding, man. I'd like to have one of those in my house.
Oh, that thing is awesome, awesome. And you can see where it was grafted just a little bit higher. So actually it's a high graft. For everybody saying you can't have a grafted bonsai, here's one at the Pacific Rim with a high graft on it, looking incredible.
No kidding, man.
It's almost like they shaped the graft, the original rootstock, and then grafted the lace leaf into it. I love it, I love it. Some more junipers through here, 1981. And we got, what, little elm going on back here. So this is a Ulmus parviflora Catlin, 1970 elm. We do a few different elms, Hokkaido and some that would make excellent bonsai as well. Elms are super durable. They can take a beating, and a lot of the interesting dwarf elms, you can really spread them out and make them look so interesting.
Wow.
I mean, this place is just magical, guys. There's so many things around every corner.
Look at the sweet gum.
Right? You don't think of a sweet gum bonsai, but look at that bark.
No kidding. I'm falling in love with this foliage. I mean, sweet gums have pretty large leaves most of the time.
Right.
And I mean, look at this thing.
Liquid Ambar Orientalis, circa 1965. So, I mean, wow.
You can see how the age in this bark, man. And I mean, I love the roots on this thing. And it's so amazing, man. Those branches going everywhere up through that thing.
Starting to hit a little fall color. This one's going to give more orange and fiery yellow, but yellow than bold orange in a few weeks.
Yeah.
Really showing out.
That one's awesome. Oh, wow. A little apple tree right here.
Apple tree bonsai. Nice.
Yeah, fruiting trees are awesome, man. You know, you'll get, sometimes you get regular sized fruits on these things. Sometimes you get miniature fruits. And I mean, look at that craziness that's going on at the bottom of it.
There's some funkiness you only get on apple trees at the base. So it's a fun selection for that. I used to have a really old apple tree my grandfather planted in the backyard. And I mean, yeah, we look like that in a full size. So how cool is that? You know, you got that older, that kind of just knotty contortedness going on you get.
Yeah,
it just looks so crazy.
That is funky.
It's like a Tool album cover. All right, guys, check this out. Here we got a Japanese yew.
Yeah, man. Use another awesome tree to bring into bonsai. I mean, that's a standard one that a lot of people use. No pun intended.
Right.
But
I know you like this.
no kidding, man. But yeah, I mean, you can tell this was another one that probably started out as a full-size tree. They cut it down, kind of stump cut it back to that size, kept a lot of that dead wood in there. And I mean, that process is so amazing. You know, you take a huge, gigantic root ball, a huge tree, slowly shrinking it down to a size where you can put it in a pot. I mean, that's a huge pot for bonsai trees
that
as well.
is nice, man. I mean, some of these pots, the value in just some of these containers these bonsai are in, oh man, it's incredible.
No kidding, man.
Collector's items in their own right and a piece of the art.
Wow.
All right, we're about to close this bad boy out, but a few more things to show you. Ooh, what do we got over here, man? Looks like an eastern white cedar, Thuja occidentalis. Not something you think of typically in a bonsai. I mean,
no kidding, man.
How many Thuyas are ended up in the bonsai world?
I don't know, man. There's probably a couple floating around.
Right.
This thing's one of them, and I mean, wow.
This one's been around since 1992. Pretty cool looking. I like that style. I like definitely like the exposed white it has on that one.
No kidding. It's like a river flowing up the tree. Almost like a waterfall, man. I mean.
All right, guys, this one's already out of leaf. How sick is this? This is a creeping hydrangea over here.
Wow. You talk about some movement. I mean, look at the structure on that thing. You can see how meticulous all that wiring does. I mean, we're in a time where you kind of take that wire off of the tree, and look at this. The movement on the limbs is just nuts.
This one's been around since 1989. How cool is this? I mean, of course we're out of leaf on a hydrangea by this time of the year, but man, look at that bud. Look at all the work that's went into this one. The shaping, everything about this is just incredible. And can you imagine this when the hydrangeas are out? I mean, I see some flower and bracts on top there. What a cool thing. I mean, you're getting all this growth, all this intricate shape. Not something you typically think of for a bonsai hydrangea.
No kidding. It's a beautiful tree.
Guys, we'll finish up here with this Korean yew. Now, this is a 1986. It's been in training since then. Really nice. I mean, definitely that older dead wood on that one is just insane. A Korean yew is very popular for bonsai for good reason.
No kidding, man. You can see underneath that trunk right there. I think that's two trees coming together right there. Where it almost looks like it. Two separate structures of trees
right.
coming around that dead wood and making one piece. I mean,
you almost wonder what was reintroduced to this one.
No kidding, man. I mean, it's so nuts how you can lay those branches into that wood sometimes and make them grow into that. And like, a tree is such a malleable thing. Most of the time we think of them as beautiful, rigid structures.
Right.
But I mean, there's a lot of play with it. And I think that's what brings people into bonsai. You know, being able to manipulate such a natural structure into, I mean, a piece of art and then letting it grow. I mean,
wow, incredible. All right, guys, that's all we can bring you on today. We got to get out here and really dig in ourselves and spend some time. So I hope you've enjoyed tagging along for a second with me and the Mr. Maple Bonsai guy, Corbin here.
Well, I'm, you know, like I said, I'm no bonsai master. I'm a bonsai appreciator right now, slowly working my way up. But I mean, the best form of flattery is imitation. Hopefully, one day I can imitate some of these. I mean, holy cow! I'm just happy to be a part of this and to bring it to y'all. Honestly, it's like,
Guys, if you like this kind of thing, smash that like button and make sure to be subscribing. We add daily content. Whenever we can, we're bringing you the best stuff that gets us fired up and excited. Like I said, we're no bonsai experts. We don't know everything about this. I don't even know all the terms to tell you. All I can tell you is that I love it and I want to show it to you guys. And I hope you enjoyed tagging along with us today.
no kidding, man. I'm happy to be here. Like I said, once in a lifetime opportunity. I mean, to see these beautiful trees. Because I mean, like I said, these things are always changing. Next time I come back, who's to say they look like this?
Right.
And I mean, yeah. If you want to see more awesome content, make sure to check on the Mr. Maple Show. And remember, take care.
God bless.
And have a great day.